Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for March 2021. This is going to be for Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Rising, as always. Some of you are intuitively guided to the channel and you have no clue if you have Scorpio in your chart. I say don't worry about it. That's your spirit guides directing you here. And real quick, while I'm on that, I'm going to talk about time. So these are for March, right? But understand that time is fluid. Um, you know, what I find sometimes is you go back 2 years and a reading can fit you like a glove. And that's usually if somebody reads intuitively, right? Who's connecting with your guides. So what I'm trying to say is just don't worry about the time period. Something grabs your attention. If, maybe you scrolled by the video, but something keeps pulling you back to it. Just trust. Trust that your guides have a message for you, and thank you for paying attention to your intuition. This is, some of you may be here to check on a Scorpio. Same thing. Remember that your guides know that. So you're probably going to receive messages too. I love doing Scorpio's reading. One of my favorite signs. My daughter is Scorpio, October 29th. I know I say it all the time, Jennifer. But she has got to be, and my brother, by the way, Sean, he's early November. And I have to say, they probably have the kindest hearts of anyone I have ever met. Truly loving and kind and will put others before them. Now, of course, they have their shadow self, don't we all? Yes, we all do. But I just love Scorpio, so I always look forward to your reading. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to bring this down a little bit so you have a good view of the table. We're going to start with our Mother Mary deck. Give her a couple shuffles. You all know that, well, maybe not all of you, but I pre-shuffle my decks before I even begin. I'm thinking about, the signs that I'm doing today, and I knew you were going to be the first one, so I've been thinking about you really all morning. All right, let's give it a cut. And let's begin. We'll read the card from the book at the end of the reading, and I'm telling you, you will be amazed at how it relates to our reading each and every time. I'm never disappointed. I'm always awestruck. I don't know why. All right, we have two. We have integrity. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. And we have mother. Mother's been coming up a lot. Probably a lot of mothers who are, have crossed over, who are now your guides, have become probably an important part of your guide system. So, mother. I open my heart to my mother's humanness and her divinity. Okay, and like I said, we'll read these at the end, but we'll see how they fit in the reading. So we're going to bring in the Tarot of Dreams now. Let's give it one more, get a good shuffle in there. I don't know why, but I was thinking about you this morning. I was thinking about my readings and like how I could describe them to you. And I think the best way to describe my readings is everything is done in the light. But because it's done in the light always will reveal the shadow, right? So, we don't want to run from our shadow selves. We want to understand our shadow selves. We want to understand our light. You know, we are of both. So for some reason, I feel like I needed to say that today. You know, what's done in the light will reveal the shadow. Or, I'll say it a different way. What's done in the dark will come to the light. Okay. Let's go ahead. Begin with the tarot portion. I feel like some of you are definitely going through a difficult time, just difficult energy. And, you know, I feel like it's going to pass. I feel like, you know, what I need to tell you is, again, remember the time is fluid, that life is about ups and downs, right? It's moving through the ups and the downs, learning from them. So I do feel like there's going to be some kind of changes coming your way. Let's begin. Well, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is a beautiful energy for you, Scorpio. This is, you know, many of you creating your own business. Some of you didn't have a choice, right? Your hand was forced, and, you know, many of us lost jobs and what have you. So you get creative. I know, you know, it was through struggle that brought me into what I do today. So I love seeing this for you. This is the Nine of Pentacles. This is success. This is also talks about your guardian angel helping you with this. You know, if you question if you're doing the right thing, you know, am I on the right path? I think right off the bat, it's saying that you are, that you have the opportunity for success. Now, the Nine of Pentacles talks about the work that you put into it, right? Think about the card right before it, the Eight of Pentacles. And sometimes that's where we're beginning. We are learning our craft. But it talks about the focus that we put into it. If we focus upon it, we will grow it. It will grow. So for a lot of you, I feel like it's saying a lot of growth. Interesting, we have two cards in reverse. I'm not going to put them in reverse, but I'm going to remember them in reverse. So we have the Seven of Swords. And then we have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do kind of feel like they're in reverse for some reason. You know, the Seven of Swords talks about sometimes what we feel was taken from us, stolen from us. That can be ideas, that can be my life, right? Like, you know, I invested so much time with someone and I feel like they robbed me of, you know, a particular time in my life. I would say, you know, chances are that's not the case. Even, you know, it makes sense you would feel that way, but what I'm saying is, I feel like we're meant to go through everything that we go through, right? Because what are we doing today in the present moment? We're creating our tomorrow, right? We're working with divine to create our tomorrow. And because of our free will, ultimately, we make the decision of what to take, what to accept, who to accept, all of that. So we have the King of Swords next to that, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Five of Cups, interesting. And we have the Hierophant, which is also a 5. So, 55, 5-5. Hierophant is the card of Taurus, by the way. But let's look at this, because as I'm reading this, the Seven of Swords tells us that some of you are questioning whether you should do something, or you're questioning which direction, or should I accept someone back. Some of you, it may be this King of Swords, who, again, appear to us in reverse. But with the Seven of Swords also in reverse, this can talk about, well, we have the Five of Cups here too, so this is about someone that, chances are I'm thinking about someone that I'm thinking about, maybe even someone that I'm praying over, to help them see their own ways, to find their own clarity. You know, whether this is love, just a person, whatever it may be. So, the Seven of Cups is about trying to make a decision, but it's kind of out of chaotic energy. So the Hierophant's perfect here, right? This is about how do I want to look at this if I'm making a decision, especially if it's about someone of my past and someone I'm missing, something I'm missing. So I pray about it, right? And I know just from doing well, I mean, just because of God, that your prayers are heard, and many times your prayers are answered. It just may not be answered in the exact way that you asked for. But listen, if they're answered in a way that eventually improves your life. So the Hierophant is also about your belief system. Take a moment and question it. Are you living within your true belief system? Um, are you are you connecting to the energy of God and understanding that you're not alone in this journey? First of all, you have all of us, right? I feel like we're all soul connected. So you have all of us, but you also have God. You have Mother Mary. You have Jesus, right? And this is about trusting in that. I feel like for some of you, you're praying, over a person, over a person's actions, and hoping that they can see the light of day. And that may be why the Seven of Swords did show in reverse. So maybe they do. Again, maybe your prayers are truly being answered. We have the Three of Swords underneath this King of Swords. Wow. Okay. We have the Seven of Wands coming under the Seven of Cups. We have the Death card of Scorpio. And we have the Palace of Coins. So, first of all, I'm happy to see the Palace of Coins because this talks about the atmosphere that potentially you'll be living in. The Palace of Coins talks about abundance. And it's interesting that we have the Nine of Pentacles opening up your reading. So, I have to say, this is really talking about the success that you can have if you put your effort into something. Um, no matter no matter what it is that was taken, this is about starting out today, right? This is a very independent energy, the Nine of Pentacles, very independent, taking care of myself. Even if I'm in a relationship, it's about my own foundation. I'm doing my own thing. Many times Pentacles talk about a craft, your creativity, and trusting in that. So, and I feel if you are trying to find guidance on, am I on the right path, especially as it relates to your money, um, your career, or your business, whatever you want to say about that, I definitely feel like you are, because ultimately you end up in the Palace of Coins, abundant, strong. I feel like, in this energy, no matter what comes along, nothing can knock me off my feet. Nothing can knock me off the feet. Some of you, it's like, I'm carrying the energy of God with me now. My belief system has changed. This Three of Swords coming under the King of Swords is telling us in some way this king has affected you. Now, it doesn't have to be an air sign. King of Swords is someone, he did come in reverse. So, in the upright, someone's very honest with their communication, especially someone who's very authentic. But this guy came in reverse, and so I do feel, it's almost like I want to reverse them. I'm not going to. Because maybe there's a change in them. I don't know. And maybe that's why I'm not sure if I want to reverse them, but I am going to read them both ways. So I feel like with the King of Swords in reverse, I can't trust what they're saying to me. And it makes sense with the Seven of Swords there. I'm not sure if they're telling me the truth, right? You've hurt me before. Will you hurt me again? Um, But the one thing I can tell you is with the Three of Swords and next to it is the Seven of Wands, if this person is making a reappearance in your life in some way, or let's just say they're in your life, right? And they're just gonna, maybe you have a child to them, and they're always going to be connected to you in some way. Maybe it's a family member, that type of thing. What it talks about is if I don't clear that energy, right? If I don't clear it, and maybe that's why I need to pray about it. What does it do to you? It puts you in defensive type energy. It's like trying to talk to this king in reverse when nothing that's coming out of his mouth seems to be true, but expecting that, yeah, almost like expecting that I can turn him around. But the truth of the matter is you probably can't. It's going to be up to them. But what you can do is separate or not allow their energy to be absorbed within you. So right off the bat, I just want to say, you want to think about that because the Seven of Wands is coming under the Seven of Cups. So, one who may could just, I have a feeling like someone is reappearing, trying to make a decision out of chaotic energy or during chaotic energy. It can still be done if you center yourself. But with the Seven of Wands below that, it puts you more in defensive energy. Listen, maybe you just need to get out to, you need to say to this person, or you would like to say, I don't know if it would do any good, how you've hurt me. The things that you have done to me. Three Swords tells me that this king, in some way, has hurt you. Now, this king could be female, male or female, in a general reading like this. But nonetheless, it's being pretty open. The Death card right next to the Petals of Coins. And, what's above it? The Five of Cups. So again, the Five of Cups. This is when I'm looking at what I've lost. If this king has stolen anything from me, maybe I'm focusing too much on that. Because, when I keep my focus down here, I may miss in some way what wants to come to me. Five of Cups is about the two cups. Let me show you. There's two cups that have yet to be seen, that have yet to be discovered. But here she is, looking at all that I have lost. Now listen, this doesn't have to just be the person. This can be just in life, right? Feeling so down, missing, what these were. But in the same breath, it's almost like there's nothing left of this energy. So it may be calling that you have a change. Five is about change, and changing gracefully if possible. But it's also a promise that, your cups aren't over. There's still cups to be had, in probably all aspects of your life. So this is about changing your focus. Not looking at all that has gone wrong in my life and start to look at all that can be. Everything that I've gained, maybe from these cups being knocked over. You gained a lot of wisdom from it. Just need to absorb it, right? And it's right next to the Hierophant. Some of you could be a Taurus. But I don't know. I'm really picking this up more as, I feel for some of you, it's like you really have to learn how to believe in yourself again. Believe in your abilities again. You may have had someone or people tell you negative things maybe on the way that you want to live, right? Nine of Pentacles is about your life and how you want it to be. And but listen, I'm very strong in that energy. I'm independent in that energy too. So even if I'm still looking at my loss, I feel like the Hierophant is saying, pray and then let it go. Let it go. I feel like some of you, just you're looking for your heart to be healed. Again, right now, we don't really have that it's love. I feel like this is talking just about people in general. For some of you, again, here is the King of Swords, so. Okay, let's get our last two cards out, and then we'll move into our other deck. Well, here comes the Two of Cups. So here's the Two of Cups that maybe we didn't even know existed, right? Within the Five of Cups. We don't know those 2 cups are behind us. You know, but God is saying turn around, right? Or head this direction. Understand that, you know, again, it's the flow of life. You know, here in the 5 of Cups, I am feeling, I hate to use this word, but in a way I'm feeling sorry for myself, right? She's kind of holding herself back in this energy. The Death card says you need to put an end to that. Again, it is a card of Scorpio, but also I feel like what is particularly talking to you about, you know, whatever it is you've lost, whatever you feel has been stolen, it will come back to you tenfold, because ultimately you have the opportunity to, boy, I don't know, I just feel a lot of strength in your reading. And the past is the past. So anyways, here's the 2 of Cups. We have the 6 of Wands. Interesting. With that, we have the Hangman. I'm going to read these 3 cards separately. You know, well, I'm going to keep them related to the reading. But anyways, we have the Hangman. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Beautiful give and take type of energy. And we have the King of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Can be you, can be another water sign. Doesn't have to be. King of Cups is about someone who, if they're coming to you, they're coming with an open heart, right? In the upright. This is someone who really loves to be in love, prefers to be in love, prefers to be in a relationship. Now, it doesn't mean in the young days they did. They may have, you know, wanted to live it up or what have you. But it feels like, let's just look at these 3 cards together. So you have the Hangman, and the Hangman is, I'm not making a move yet. I'm going to take a moment. I'm seeking wisdom within the Hangman. I'm seeking the wisdom of my next step. So next to that comes the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is a very generous type energy. It's a very loving type energy. It's an energy of give and take equally. This is energy where, you know, I do want to help my fellow man in some way. And if it's related to, where's the King? The King, you know, I feel like this is you maybe taking a moment. You know, letting someone reveal their true intention, right? If this has anything to do with love, we have the 2 of Cups down here. So, you know, maybe this is someone brand new, but you're a little leery about it, right? You have some energy on the table that talks about that. So the Hangman, I don't mind seeing, because the Hangman, you know, this isn't based out of fear or anything. I'm just going to hang here till I know my next step. And I feel like some of you, that's exactly what you've been praying for. What is my next step, right? Okay, we'll keep them over there. We won't forget about them. So let's move down to the bottom line. We have the Death card. Death card asks us not to resist what needs to end. Why? Because there's much more yet to come. We move into the Death card. So the Death card is a clear ending to something. And I feel like what it's really talking about for a lot of you is in the way that you look at life. I feel like you probably have every reason to look at life in this type of emotional, you know, what I have lost type of energy. But I feel like Divine is like, it's enough of that, because we can wallow in that energy too long. And there's just too much success here on the table for you, and also the 2 of Cups, to allow yourself to stay in there too long. Nonetheless, I think that this is what you're praying over, and I feel like this is what that your prayers are being answered. You know, integrity. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. Let's say for some of you, this King is coming back in. I don't mind seeing the Hangman over this, because I do feel like this is something, if you're considering it, and again, I do feel if this is love, with this king. This was of the past. And of the past, it does feel like, you know, that they definitely took from you. You know, they took, but they didn't replace. But here they come. Why? Because that's what I've been thinking about. So when so here they come. Here comes the Seven of Cups, right? Now I need to make a decision about this, but I don't feel comfortable. I feel I'm afraid I'm going to make the wrong choice. But it's showing us why the energy is a little chaotic for you, because the Seven of Wands, under that, I'm coming from a defensive place. And, what can I do about that? Well, that's why you pray about it, right? You hand it over to God, and then you release it. This is the healing of the heart. Do I think, that you should take this person back if they're coming back in? I don't know. I think it has to be up to you, but I definitely, first of all, they came in reverse. And I find that interesting because the King of Swords in reverse, you really can't believe what he's saying. But I like the Seven of Swords reversed. So maybe you're just hearing them out and then making a decision from there. But what I want to say is don't let anyone rock your world in a way of where it affects you in at least a financial way. I feel like it's about your physical world, right? Because you have the opportunity to really be in a very safe, solid type energy where you really can take care of you. And then we see the Two of Cups. So in a way, I'm feeling like this for someone, a king coming back. Maybe they're, they want to tell their side of it. However, I don't know. Like, I don't want to persuade you one way or the other. But what I can say is I feel like the Death card is talking about putting it to an end because you're already, or because you have the opportunity. It's like I get on my feet. I start to get solid within myself, and then bam, there's going to be someone who keeps reoccurring in your life. That's going to be up to you to cut the ties if you choose, right? It has to be up to you. No one can cut those ties but you. But it is showing the energy of the past. Love or not, whoever this person is, they don't seem to benefit you. I just don't see it. Even with the Two of Cups under this energy, I have to tell you, I'm not reading it as this person is my Two of Cups. If anything, I feel like this is more like a karmic energy. There's something I need to learn from this. And it may be that I allowed them to take too much, right? I allow them to take from me, and they don't freely give it back. And then we have this other king over here who is coming in the upright, is coming with very kind of beautiful energy. But this has taken my time within it, the Hangman. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to let someone reveal themselves, whether it's love, whether it's money. Let's find out. So let's keep going. Oh boy. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands, and I have to tell you, I felt this for you. I'll tell you the song that got playing in my head is Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. I even looked up the lyrics because I was going to put the lyrics down, but I didn't like the lyrics. So, I know the song, but I didn't know it word for word. And I feel like it's more just about welcome to the jungle, like craziness in my life. So you don't need to look up the words. I don't feel like it's about that. Well, maybe for some of you it is. Anyways, Ten of Wands. This is a heavy time, right? This is a time of heavy responsibility. It is your choice within this energy. You feel it's your responsibility. And maybe it is. This could talk about everything that's going on in the world with coronavirus, and now the children are home, and trying to control that situation. And I think about even my daughter. She didn't go to school to be a teacher, and now she's like in some way become the teacher to the kids, and you know what I mean. So it's a lot of heavy burden that feels like it's on your shoulders. Look at this. Beautiful. We have justice below that. And I have to tell you, I feel like what this is talking about is this period of time within the Ten of Wands. I feel there's a lot of lessons to be learned, or available to learn. You don't have to, right? You don't have to. You can stay in this energy for as long as you want, but time keeps on moving. Time keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking. Steve Miller Band. So this is on the bottom of the deck, though. And that's exactly what I was feeling. There is change coming for you. And I feel like it's a change in energy. So let's continue on. Justice underneath that, by the way, first of all, it's a card of Libra. But I feel it's more about some of these are karmic lessons. You know, what's a karmic lesson mean? Just like the Six of Pentacles, what we put out there returns to us. Right? What we put out there returns to us. You know, if sometimes you can look back a year, 2 years, 9 years, and you can see what has played out then almost reappearing. A lot of times it means that maybe there are karmic lessons that I didn't understand, that I didn't learn from. This king may be one of them. I don't know, I feel like when I get on my feet, bam, then they make an appearance, and I just don't feel any benefit from them. I just don't. But that doesn't mean that there's not, if you're looking for love, it doesn't mean there's not love on your path. It just means that this person may have been karmic, and there is a lesson to be learned. Maybe the lesson is I'm allowing someone else to put me in a certain type of energy that's really not beneficial to me, right? It puts me more in a chaotic type energy. And again, I want to stop looking at what I've lost, and I want to start looking at what can I create from this moment on, right? Death card. Close the door. Don't resist it. You know, when death happens, it's when the living begins. So there's no need to resist. That's what the death card tells you. Don't resist the chapters that need to come to an end. When they come to an end, what you're doing is you're opening the door to something new, to something bright. And think about your energy. What kind of energy am I putting out there? Am I staying within this Five of Cups and Seven of Wands energy, and therefore that's what keeps coming to me? Death card says just realize that. It's not about all the time making big major changes. Sometimes it's just realizing our own reaction to someone else, our own reaction to when things happen. Excuse me, guys. All right, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot, and let's go a little deeper. I feel like if some of you are beginning a business, or you're already in a business, and there's something that you're lacking, I feel like the time is coming where it's given to you. Look at that, the Ace of Cups on the bottom. But I'm talking about more in maybe it's more free time. Maybe we finally get the coronavirus under control and the kids get back to school, and mom or dad has their time back to concentrate on their craft type of thing. Okay, well, that didn't take long. Well, look at that. So here is the Ace of Pentacles, and that's exactly what I felt for a lot of you. Something's coming your way that's going to help you, for some of you, get back on track with your craft. I love the Nine of Pentacles. I really do. And it may be because I'm a Virgo. But I love it because it tells you that the skills that you have, the gifts that you have should benefit you by using them. Again, I feel like there's been this period where maybe, I couldn't put all my time into the Nine of Pentacles. So this Ace of Pentacles shows up to help you. It feels like it's fulfilling a need to help you get back to success, or to finally create success for yourself. The Ace of Pentacles is about a blessing that's coming into your physical world. We have the Three of Cups coming over the Seven of Swords. First of all, Three of Cups is the energy of joy. It's the energy of celebration. Something to celebrate. However, it can also be the energy of overindulgence. Coming over the Seven of Swords, this King of Swords may have, in the past, or maybe even right now, plus he's got the Seven of Cups beside him, may overindulge in something, which seems to keep him trapped in his shadow energy. I almost don't want to keep talking about this king, so I want to see what's going on and then move beyond. We have the Star. Interesting. So card of Aquarius coming over the king. Well, I can tell you one thing. I know how that relates to my daughter. It is the father of her children. And, boy, I have to tell you, that Seven of Swords is very true energy. So the Star is a card of Aquarius. It's also about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. I do feel like it's like, I pray that this person can find their way, see what they have done, or just get their shit together type of thing. Now, that could happen. But in the same breath, I don't think there's, I don't know, I just don't think there's anything here. I feel like that's more card of Aquarius than anything. Look at this. We have the King of Swords again. I'm going to, look at this. We have the Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands. So, first of all, Queen of Pentacles. Many times I see her as the business owner, which makes perfect sense coming, she's somewhat touching the Nine of Pentacles, right? But she's also carrying the Ten of Wands energy. So I feel like this is relating to, again, your business, how you make your money, that type of thing. The Ten of Wands is looking right back at this queen, truly affecting. I feel like, it's almost like I'm trying to trudge through mud to get this business off the ground, to get my craft out there. Again, I feel like that. What do we move into next? We move into the Hierophant. So this is learning, learning to pray, and all that means is just talk. I feel like just talk. Talk to God. Talk to Mother Mary. Talk to your loved ones who have crossed before you. Ask for the guidance. We have to ask because we have free will. Ask and ye shall receive. So again, this Ten of Wands affecting this Queen of Pentacles. I do feel like Queen of Pentacles is you. I do feel like this reading is about how you make your money. It's going to be about love too. I see that down here, but right now it wants to talk about how you make your money. And in one way, listen, maybe it's even the words that another uses that tend to hold you back. I don't know. And then the Five of Cups here. So again, I'm concentrating more on what I've lost, what has been lost, type of thing. But in the same breath, it doesn't mean that I get a chance to sit back and do nothing or cry about it. I have to keep moving, right? I have responsibilities. So this is why I feel like Divine is saying, some of these things you have to release. You have to release. if this King of Swords is affecting you in a way through his communication or what he says about you type of thing, blow it off, right? Just blow it off, because I don't feel like this person has a leg to stand on, right? I mean, what energy are they coming from, right? You know, first of all, I feel like this is someone who's overindulging. I feel like this is someone who has stolen, you know, or you feel they have stolen from you, and maybe physically have stolen, or maybe it's, you know, a period in your life, you know, maybe your money type of thing. So, you know, I feel like if they're keep reoccurring, if this has anything to do with love, I'm just not feeling them. I'm feeling quite the opposite. If anything, let's say you still want them anyway. The Hangman is the perfect energy for you, because it says take your time. Let them reveal themselves to you, right? Let them reveal themselves to you. See if there's really any change. You know, just don't take their word for it. Watch their actions. Watch their actions. Okay, let's keep going. It's funny because, you know, again, I'm pulled back to the Hangman again, and as we talk about this king, which in a way I want to stop talking about, and I'm telling you to watch their actions, right? The Six of Pentacles follows that. See if they're able to give, right? This is about the give and take. Probably for a month or two, but then what happens? And I feel like if you're stuck with this person in your life, what it's saying is don't allow them to affect your future. So if they're giving you discouraging words, it's like blow it off. Where are they coming from? Who are they to, you know, to have even a say in your life, right? Because they're not living in the light. So understand that. We have justice. Beautiful. And here it is. I feel like here is karma that has been paid off. Here it is. Justice talks about making you whole again. You know, coming over the Hierophant. So this is about making you feel whole again. And listen, right below it again is the Palace of Coins. The atmosphere where you have the potential to end up in. You know, Justice says you have to find a balance within yourself also, though. Right? Find that balance within yourself, and no one can, there's no one out there who can rock you off your path. You know, I can definitely see you've been hurt in love. And, you know, and maybe that's why I talked about in the beginning how loving Scorpio is, right? How easily they can give their heart and want to give their heart. But I feel like, you know, as you mature, you start to realize that not everyone deserves that heart of yours. Not everyone deserves it. Let them be the man or the woman they need to be to then pursue you, right? We have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups coming right over the Three of Swords. It directly connects you to this heartache. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So, okay. So, we know. We know that our hearts have been broken, right? Page of Pentacles. I love that energy because this is an energy of knowledge. I want to learn. I feel guided to learn. Some of you are learning about the energy, not just of this king, but in how it affects your life, so to speak. I love that the Page of Pentacles is here with the Nine of Pentacles and then this Ace of Pentacles and the Palace of Pentacles. So for some of you, it's about, you're learning in life. And then I feel like what you're doing is you're then helping others in some way. So understand that you wouldn't be able to help others in the way that you want to had you not experienced it. It is your experiences that give you the wisdom to then help others who may be exactly where you are at. This is not about helping this king. This king feels like almost like he's unchangeable, and it's okay. Let him stay that way until he makes it. I kind of feel like like I just gotta not worry about him. Some of you, listen, you may be taking courses or classes that help you expand your knowledge. Page of Pentacles is all about my foundation, right? And I think the Page of Pentacles is a really chilled type of energy. Why? I feel like because the Page of Pentacles loves where they're at and what they're learning, the knowledge. I can't get enough. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. So, and I feel like some of you, you're learning about energy and therefore helping others with energy. Let's keep going. Queen of Cups is looking right at that page. Well, hello, Ten of Pentacles. Coming over the Death card. Chariot, how beautiful. Card of Cancer. Ten of Swords coming over this Two of Cups. Interesting. Also connected to this Queen. And then, look at this. We have the Tower. I don't want you to fear this Tower. If anything, I feel like this Tower is coming in your own protection. I feel like the Tower is coming in a way, listen, it may be coming in to give you clarity over someone who is trying to connect with you, but, again, it doesn't really have what it takes to be with you, right? I just don't feel like that. So, the Ten of Swords coming over this Two of Cups. I don't know why I'm going right to that, but it is connected to your energy. Ten of Swords is about, feeling like you're being stabbed in the back over and over and over and over again. Over the Two of Cups, by the way. But next to that is the Tower, which puts an ending to that Ten of Swords. And by the way, it's coming over the energy of victory. So some of you are learning about these towers, which is great because what that does is it helps you to stop fearing them. You don't want to fear the Tower. To me, the Tower is a blessing. It is in some way maybe taking something away, yes, but it will always replace it with something better. If we allow it. If we allow it. And that's what the Death card says. Allow what wants to come in of the light, right? Believe in yourself. Even if you've got this heavy responsibility, it's moving through that energy. Like, detach from the things, the people that are not serving your interest. This is your life. This is your life to create in any way that you want to. And create, I feel like, is definitely what you should be doing, because it feels like this is where your peace of mind is at. Let's just say for the spring. This feels like, if you're in North America, reverse that, in other countries. But this is moving you truly to a very abundant place. How interesting that we have the Nine of Pentacles open to your reading. And then we get the Ace of Pentacles over that. The 9 plus the other, another ace brings me to what? The 10. The 10 of Pentacles. Here it is. Where does it show up? After I close out certain things within my life, whether that just be understanding my energy better, or just understanding energy, period. And I'm saying energy, but I want to let you know there's a lot of different things within that. I can talk about my shadow self, other people's shadow self, just the shadow. Learning understanding, and then I feel like, and then allowing yourself to be guided, right? Allow yourself to be guided. So, Ten of Pentacles. This is, first of all, if this is talking about what's coming, and we do have the Chariot next to it, let's talk about the Chariot before we move on. The Chariot is, in my eyes, a reward. It comes to you after a period of time, probably after the Ten of Wands, or after the Ten of Swords, where you have truly found balance within yourself. I know that this is about you finding balance because you have justice right above there. Excuse me. Real quick, I just want to say, I feel like there is someone out there. When you think about someone of the past, it's usually when you're drinking. When you're, it's like, what do they call that? Drunk dialing? That type of energy. I just popped up, so I wanted to say that. It's like that's when you start thinking about this person and missing this person. But I don't know if this person can offer you any more than what they had already offered you. Which, let's face it, we have the Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords. Doesn't mean you didn't love them. But doesn't mean you're going to take their bullshit anymore either. So the Chariot is really about mind control, right? She doesn't have to control the reins here. She's a little, it's like energy. I'm telling the Chariot where I want to go, and then therefore I go. It's the balance of our shadow and our light. It's the balance of our masculine and our feminine. It's all that. Listen, you are entering a very abundant time in this, in your life, a very abundant time. Or let's put it another way. You have the ability to really create, first of all, it can be your own Ten of Pentacles. Again, it's the energy. Nobody can rock you off this energy. I feel like if you're meant to create a business, you need to trust within yourself, because everything that is showing today, it feels like it's talking more about your money than anything right now. But that's to get you to a certain place that, again, it's almost like the energy of, I don't need anyone else to take care of me in this type of way. Doesn't mean I wouldn't be nice to have a partner and live this, and work together in this world. I feel like that's coming. But what I really feel like is what it's talking about right now is there's a need for you to find your own financial standing, your need to believe in your own gifts and then use them, right? If you're not, and I feel like whatever it is that I may be lacking, here is the Ace of Pentacles, so I feel like it's given to you. Interesting, we have the Tower here, and then whoosh, I can just see right up to that Ace of Pentacles. So again, it's like the experiences of my past have really taught me a lot. If I reflect upon that, if I reflect upon the towers, I'll be able to see that. And I just feel like some of you, it's like your experiences are exactly what is now moving you into this very abundant time. It is going to be up to you, though, right? Because the Five of Cups is almost a refusal to look at what could be, because they still want what was. And I feel like I have to say, what was is gone. Now, that doesn't mean something can't come back, but it'll come back in a different way. You can't recreate what is already gone. And I don't know that you're supposed to anyways. I'm not, well, let's take some cards over here. I feel like I'm not ready to let you go yet. We have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is about learning to love yourself. This isn't an ego energy. This is learning to love your spirit, your soul, your humanness, all of it. Page of Cups talks about love. Well, I was just going to say love being in your atmosphere. And then Look at this. We have the Nine of Pentacles again, and look what follows that. It's the Four of Wands. I don't know if you guys can see the reading it as I'm seeing it, but I feel like what it's saying is there's a certain energy that tends to pull me back. I've got to learn to fight through that energy. Or I don't even know if fight is the right word. I've got to learn to trust in my own abilities. I've got to learn that, if this person or many people with the Ten of Swords have told me like falsehoods. Within the Hierophant, maybe I took on their belief system, right? Many times if we give up, we end up living in their belief system, living in their shadow energy, right? This is about letting that all go. Understanding, first of all, whoever put these swords in your back don't have any merit to stand on, so you want to look at that, because as I become more independent within myself than my craft, listen, I feel like when you focus on your craft, it opens up the world to you. And then look what shows up, the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, that's the commitment card. No wonder the King of Cups is here, because, even if it's a Scorpio, even if it's you, what it talks about is two people within this energy committing to each other truly. There's nothing hidden here. Everything is revealed. Everything is in the light. They call this the marriage card. I don't think it has to be marriage, but it is about true commitment. And again, there's nothing I need to fear here, because it is light loving light. So, very interesting. First of all, the Nine of Pentacles is coming over the Six of Pentacles. So the Nine, or the Six of Pentacles, talks about, it's a time where you feel charitable. It's about when you give from your heart, you will receive that back. Now, Pentacles to me is also logical. So I have to have a logical mind at the same time. I got to be realistic, right? Realistic. But what does that bring me? In the Nine of Pentacles, this tells me that a lot of you are helping others with exactly some of the things that you have gone through. And it also tells me that it's meant to be, that you can trust in that energy. So, as you're in that energy, then look what opens up, because these are the last cards after the energy down here, the King of Cups and the Four of Wands. Well, my King of Cups is, again, the one who loves to be in love. Much different than this King of Swords up there. Again, you don't have to worry about what sign it is. It's just about the energy they come to the table with. It's just someone naturally who enjoys the relationship, right? Wants this commitment. He's directly attached to this commitment. So, because we got that, what I want to do is I want to look down here at this Two of Cups with the Ten of Swords over it. Well, look at this. We have the Sun. First of all, this is the card of Leo. But what I really want to say is the Sun coming over this Two of Cups, this is complete illumination. Complete illumination. I don't feel like as this person starts to enter into your life, in whatever faucet that they enter, whatever avenue brings them in, brings you to their energy, there is, there's no shadow here. The Sun is about feeling good again. It reminds you to have fun with, in your life. It's important. Some of you can talk about getting out in the sun. You may be someone much like myself where, winter can be tough, right? A little sunlight, cold, we're not outside as much, and it affects us. Matter of fact, I was just telling Sam the other day, like, we should get some type of, I forget what they call them, but it's like an artificial light that just helps get you through the season. Anyway, boy, do I love seeing the sun coming over the Two of Cups. So it makes sense that the Tower is here, right? Because if the Tower didn't come in, if it didn't clear this energy, how long would I stay in that energy? I've got to learn where I've got to move, when I've got to move and when I've got to stay. You are in the learning stages. And what I mean by that is knowledge is coming to you fast and furious if you allow it. I feel like, in a way, there's no way that this Ten of Swords could happen again to you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like at the end of the day, your eyes are wide open. You're not resisting what's coming to you out of fear, right? It's like you have cleared that energy. You're focusing more on being able to take care of you. And listen, when you can take care of you, then someone's got to prove why they need to be in your life, right? Because listen, I don't need you for this, right? But nonetheless, I don't want to go backwards because I feel like over here, that's exactly what it's talking about. I love that the sun just came out. Illumination. Nothing to fear. Allowing myself to be in a playful state. See if anything else wants to come out with that. Not really giving us a time period, is it? And I know why it isn't, because a lot of this is energy work. Therefore, these blessings happen as certain energies being cleared, being worked on, right? The Chariot, again, the reward. It's funny because she's got this chest full of pentacles there. Some of you, I feel like this is going to help you buy a car. I don't know where that's coming from. Look at that, the Seven of Swords. So, again, sneaky energy in the Seven of Swords. It's like someone wants to take from you. But here's the Sun. Good luck. Good luck. It's so funny because I just watched the movie, Sam and I watched the movie Taken, which is one of my favorite movies. We just watched it the other day again, and one of the actors in it, one of his lines is, good luck, good luck. And I just keep saying it now, good luck. So, but that's what I feel like, good luck. Good luck trying to steal from me. Good luck not being honest. I can see it all, right? I see your way. If this energy tries to attach itself to you again, you just tell them good luck. Because it's not going to happen. Well, I mean, that will be up to you, but everything is illuminated here. Boy, this is like night and day energy. I have to tell you, I feel like tremendous growth in this reading, which means there's tremendous growth within your life. That is why I feel when I came to this reading, I felt a lot of changes for you, and major changes. But when I say major changes, it doesn't always mean that I'm packing up my house and I'm moving somewhere else or I'm moving across the country. No, it means I'm changing within myself. Right? I have complete illumination now. I have trust within myself. I know that I'm being guided. I know, that I am of divine. I am of divine. I am of God, right? And I know that now. Therefore, good luck. And, here's the Seven of Swords. If it tries to come in again, it's heading right to the Tower. It's like the universe is saying, here's the illumination. Anything sneaky that tries to come in is not for your best interest. You'll see it right away, and it's like, bam, you send it right to the Tower. It's like taking your email and putting it in the trash immediately, right? I'm not even going to open that message, right? It looks like spam. Boom, trash. Delete. Illumination. This talks about times starting to be fun again. Scorpio. A lot of different things in your reading, huh? And again, I know that this Two of Cups is talking about a soulmate energy, and I do feel like it's talking about a period where it feels like to me like the more that I can get myself on a solid foundation, the more I am open then to truly being able to be all of myself in a relationship and attracting that energy. When I'm in the of cups over here, right? All that I've lost. That's what I'm thinking about. All that I've lost. When I'm in the Seven of Wands, it puts me in aggressive type energy, right? That's what the universe brings back to you. That's what the universe thinks you want, right? That's the energy you're putting out. So the Death card says, stop, recalibrate, find your balance, trust within yourself, and then watch how your world opens. Watch how your world opens. And that's where I think I'm going to leave this part. So now what we're going to do is we're going to read these cards. We got two, so we're going to read them both. And we're going to start with integrity. You drew this card because the situation you're asking about involves someone's integrity. This card comes as guidance to pay attention to your body's signals because you can sense whether someone is being honest. Mother Mary is a wonderful role model of gently and lovingly demanding that others live truthfully. You can do the same with the people in your life. You can also avoid those who aren't acting with integrity. Either way, trust your gut feelings to steer you towards individuals who tell the truth and who walk their talk. This card also asks you to tell the truth yourself, even if you're uncomfortable with the possible reaction. Prayers can guide your words, give you courage to speak up, and help create a healthy atmosphere of honest communication. Hello, did that not fit your reading? And let's read Mother. This card says that your current situation is rooted in your feelings about your mother. Your first thought that springs to mind right now is exactly what needs to be addressed and healed. Regardless of your mother's lifestyle or history, you are the one currently living with your feelings. So Mother Mary seeks to support you in gently adjusting the way you view your past, to give you more freedom in your present and future life. As you hold a compassionate viewpoint towards your mother and see her as a fallible human who was doing the best that she could do, you heal in profound ways. Having a healed viewpoint concerning your mother allows you to be more open to receiving God's gifts, help from others, and messages from divine. Ask Mother Mary for assistance in releasing any old or heavy emotions connected to your mother so that you can better enjoy each moment in your life. Beautiful. Hope that's not talking about my daughter. Probably, right? I made plenty of mistakes, and it's just the way life is, and I've held plenty of things against my mother, but not anymore. Now I see the truth of the matter. Now I do see her as a human doing the best that she could, and it's interesting because now I feel like my daughter's going through that stage, and maybe that's a stage many of you are going through too. But anyways, how beautiful these cards relate to this very reading, especially integrity. I love this reading, guys. I hope you receive it for what it is truly trying to say, and trust in yourself. Trust in your gifts. Trust in your skills. Trust in your ability to create the life that you truly desire. Right? The sun is coming out over a very hard time. The Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, right? Untrustworthy energy around me. All of that is being cleared up. Your only part in it is to move through it. Know when to close the door right? Death card. Don't resist it. I'm telling you, because what's coming is much better than what was. Why? Because a lot of it is your own energy. You come to realizations, all is in the light, and from that energy, you then create. How could you not create a thing of beauty? So, and I do feel like there's a possible relationship on the horizon, but it does feel like first I have to get sturdy within myself. Anyway, I'm gonna end it there. I want to give you my eternal gratefulness for just being part of my life, choosing my channel, watching this reading, for your donations. I want you to know that your donations go towards me allowing you to have an ad-free reading. I feel like the only way it can be done. We need it to be fluid, right? So that you truly can understand it. So thank yourself for that. It's your donation, small and large, that help me do that, and create my atmosphere. But I do it for you. I want you to enjoy your time here with me, um, at the table. So thank you guys. Thank you for your beautiful comments, and thank you for always stepping forward to help someone who's going through something that you have understanding over, and you can help shine a little light for them. So thank you for doing that. Scorpio, you're the best at that. You got to trust yourself. I feel like Scorpio is the best counselor. Truly, I do. Now, of course, not all Scorpios, but the ones in my life, and I truly feel like that. So anyways, thank you for everything. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your sharing of the video. Um, that helps me grow, and it also helps get the message to someone who maybe couldn't have seen it otherwise, but needs to hear it. Um, thank you for subscribing. Um, you guys know I love you. I know we're soul connected, so I know that we're all meant to come together at this time. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let you go so I can get it uploaded and over to you. I love you guys dearly. I will see you in the readings. Bye-bye.